We're getting ready to do the tour at Standridge Granite, and this is one of the locations that we're at right here. So we're going to walk up and check it out. We just started our tour. We got a tour guide named John that's telling us about the business and what we got going on here. I'm just going to give you some shots of what we see. It's an amazing operation here. Oh, there's some of the granite, and then there's some of the granite blocks. There's a scrap bin if you want to take a piece home with you. Let's see some of this stuff. Hydraulic power unit up there. Must make slow, progressive cuts each pass. Look at that sucker, man. He hasn't talked about this one yet, but we'll find out. Alright, so he's setting the standard up on this one here, and he's going to compare it to this one that he just lapped in. So they just did their measurements and they're going to do another polish on it.
Catch this slurry drip in the middle of the wheel.
Yeah. So they just lapped it again, and now they're taking another reading on it. They preset the standard, the gauge over here on the standard, and then they're getting the readings. And that's thousandths. But they're cutting it in really fast now. It was 9 thousandths out before that last pass, and now it looks like we've got there's a -3 there. So this is a diamond-coated rope saw, and slicing through that block, and they said that cut there will take approximately 3 hours to get through. It looks like one giant portaband.
Diameter, probably got a 12-foot slab under it.
About 12 foot, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cable's going about 55 miles an hour right now.
Okay.
If you go any faster, it wears down.
Yeah. It becomes not, it destroys the control instead of being
Exactly, yeah. And they just got their new drain system here, so they got a sump where the solids collect and it spills into the water tank. Yeah, and they've got a new filter system.
Yeah, so they got to deal with all of the the runoff and the waste. Looks like they got some new rotary screw compressor right there. Ingersoll. I'm kind of jumping ahead of the tour. They got a nice organized metal rack there with just about everything you need to do some fab work. Lots of different flat bars, round bars, angles, channels, structural, and they got a nice little workshop set up right here. We got the chop saw, blaster, band saw. There's a vertical band saw, mill drill, arbor press, nice big welding table. Got some belt sanders over there, and it looks like we got us a Johnson saw here. Yep, it's one of the newer Dake Johnson saws. Looks like some more of their stock. What do you think, man?
This place is badass, Adam.
Pretty freaking cool.
I want a new surface plate.
I do too.
After seeing their operation and all the different variety of plates, it's unbelievable.
Right.
And this is all rough. This is all the rough grind.
Yep. Roughed in. And what I understood that these go to Standridge and they do your finishing.
Correct.
They finish them over there. They finish them and polish them to size to their different grades. Very neat operation here. We were just talking about the metal shop here, and Ray pointed out something I didn't even see. They got some of the carts here that looks like they're fabbing up for the granite plates. So that must be what they're using a lot of this metal shop for right here.
3-point leveling system built into these racks, it looks like.
Yep. 3-point mount system. Look like some 1/4-inch angle iron.
Yep. This is an A-bomb sized forklift. How do I know the field of view?
You got it. I can tell.
Is it good?
Yeah, that thing picks up so much. All right, Adam, you approve of this size?
I think this small size is 8-ball size. It'll handle it.
It'll move the K and T around.
Yeah. What'd you say the weight capacity?
64,000 pounds.
64,000 pounds. It might handle one of them blocks over there.
That block is 64,000 pounds.
All right, we're going into the machine shop, he says. Wow, look at this place.
Oh, here it is.
Hey, a Victor lathe. Check that out, man.
That one's a little different than yours, Adam.
That one looks a little bit shorter than mine.
Oh, you have a security system. Yeah. So don't, in case someone runs away with a piece of granite.
That's how they make their own YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And we've got an Acra lathe over here. That looks like a fairly new Acra.
They're not cutting granite.
Yeah, they're making parts. Acra mill, 2 Acra mills.
We've got the 3-axis servos on this one here, and a power drawbar.
You notice it's 60 degrees in here, Adam?
Yeah, it's climate control.
Yeah.
I could tell as soon as we came in.
This is where I work. Yeah. You got the best place in the area.
I'd like to have this size mill at the house, something like this. That one's not quite A-bomb size though.
No. A-Bomb Jr.
It's nice and clean in here. Look at the little granite plate we got right here. It's a 1630. I have a 1660 Victor. This one is not the 2-speed motor. Mine's a 2-speed, so you have 2 ranges here. But it's of the same era.
Looks like you got a little backlock on
There you go, Victor, Adam.
Look, the little Victor lathe, man.
Is that the same size as yours?
No, that one's shorter. That's a 1630, so mine's twice as long.
Twice as long, but same swing though, right?
Yeah. All right, guys, we made it to the Standridge Granite, the main shop here for Standridge, and we're getting ready to go inside and take a little tour. So I hope I can get some video of everything, all right?
Wow, you don't need glasses for it. All right.
We're just coming in and starting our tour.
70 is usually the standard. Between 68 and 70, our plates are certified at 70.
Okay.
Last one. Okay. Yeah, so this room's always at 70 degrees, 50% humidity, plus or minus 5%. But this is where all of the granite surface plates come in to normalize before we ship them. We keep our semi-finished stock in the back. You know, we rev stuff in, and then when we get an order, we'll do the final diamond lap. And you can see he's doing some diamond lapping over here. This is the process you see over here is how we do all of our smaller plates. So that's an 18 by 24 2-ledge. We actually put them upside down onto a lapping plate. But on the bigger pieces, you can see we have our cast iron laps here. Some big, these are for the bigger plates. Some smaller ones for corrections. This particular piece, I'm making it flat on the top, and we're making this ledge that they're parallel. So right now, we have surface ground, and this has been run on a lap. Machine base, we're going to make this one parallel. Most of the stuff we make, we don't know the end result, but it's mostly all aerospace and a lot of medical. But everything sits about at least a week to 2 weeks in here before it ships. So it comes in and just sits because it'll change with temperature, just like steel would.
My little slower. So how do you set that? It's right there. Is it glued?
Yeah, and we'll go over to that department too. I'm going to take you guys all around.
Okay.
It's not a huge facility, so this piece I haven't started, this top surface yet. This has just come in from the lap, so you can see that's a couple of tenths right there.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
But this is simulating a height gauge. The base and the arm.
Okay.
So whatever icy here is the air you get the height gauge.
So this is basically a flexure mechanism.
Correct. Correct. But this doesn't measure flatness. So companies that come in to calibrate granite surface plates, a lot of cal houses will only put this up. And they'll say, oh, the plate's good. But this doesn't check flatness at all because you're zeroing flatness to the plate. So what you need is a collimator. We also have a keysight laser. Does the same thing. We prefer this.
Old-fashioned technology.
Very old-fashioned technology, but in my opinion, the best way to go. There's no lasers need to normalize this and power with a mag light. And we have a precision mirror on the other side with a straight edge, and this will actually measure flatness.
Can we see that?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, of course.
Can do it in his spare time, right?
Well, I'm sure on eBay there's probably one or two of these about. So.
Yeah.
Not that I ever
You want to be able to check your own granite table?
So they're all dry. The process that I'm going to teach you guys out there this week first. This is the finishing process. When they're being newly manufactured, if you saw at our saw facility, they're being sawn. When they come in, we don't go straight to this process. We only can remove a couple of thousand lines a week, just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like. Every collimator looks a little bit different on the inside. You can go ahead and look in there. I don't have it zeroed, but you guys are welcome to take a look. This one is kind of an orange amber color. Most of the kilowatts have a green image. Go in here and resurface it. But this has been here, 40 years. Really? Yeah, this has been, anytime an accessory is purchased from us, this is the table that all final calibration of.
Used to be an inch taller, right?
2 inches. Any standard accessory has been done on this, one of these tables. Your angle plate that you bought was done on here, everything.
You think it's a big one?
Yeah. A lot of times what will happen is the customer will order a piece that's parallel, and they want 2 pieces matched. So instead of making 2 pieces matched, we'll make the one piece, cut it in half, and bring it back into the lab. So you're already within millions before you even start.
That's what you're doing here?
Yeah,
Making
that's
two
what we're
pairs?
doing here, yeah. They wanted 2 parallel pieces.
Okay.
What's the depth of cut per pass?
I don't know, actually. How much do you cut per pass? Typically.
No, what they did is precision.
You guys don't have granite surface plates?
I've got an old dual.
Oh. Chicken grinding. Really great. They're over in Montebello. They do great. Made it, they couldn't come up with the funds. This sitting here, we actually just got this out. It's been sitting here for almost 10 years. This isn't from astrology or anything, it's just something an artist came up with that he wanted.
Look at all these granite plates, man. Any different size, shape you need. They build a lot of their own carts here. Looks like their fab area.
I forgot about this. Yeah, that we're not using. Those were, years ago we didn't have that surface grinder, that's what those were. Granite. And I'll take you where we're actually surface grinding granite. I'll show you guys the machine shop and then we'll head over to the other grinder.
The hell of a grinder right there, man.
Our machine shop. We make
Machine
all
shop.
of our templates and tooling and inserts in here. You guys are welcome to come around here. Okay. We prefer old equipment and refurbish. The old equipment is just sturdier. I mean, you can see all those pieces we had to refurbish complete, and it's so accurate. So this is where we make our template tooling. So when a customer wants a certain hole pattern and they need it within 10,000ths, we'll make the template here for drilling. And that machine right behind you right there, we actually made that machine out of our granite, and we'll put the template up in there. And that checks our template, because you have to be sure of course for drilling. More people than you're used to in here, huh?
Old Cincinnati mill over there.
Young machinists in here.
Yeah.
So you don't put cap on this, so when it goes in, it pushes the air out?
No, I'll show you the process what we do. We drill the hole about 30,000ths larger. We drill the hole with epoxy and we push it and it pushes up. And then you let it sit and push down on air bubbles. Now we're actually able to that. Yeah. I was just gonna say. So the templates that they're making in there, he's using it right now. Just make sure you guys don't slip.
And it's aluminum, it doesn't move when it's dragging the cutter?
No, sorry.
Because you'll use it once.
Yes. Yeah, oh, they wear out. No, can we bring it back in the room and check out the machine?
I was wondering why you didn't use steel.
We really don't refuse it too often. You know, we have a couple of customers who use it, but it's about 5 axes and
Those are pretty cool.
But these guys have been here the longest out of anyone at the company.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I was here with the original owner.
So he uses a diamond tip, looks like a little core drill, and he's pulling the slugs out now. That was the template that he was just using to transfer the whole pattern into this little granite plate.
All of our grinding. Eventually going to be the one that's going to be the big grinder. Right now. How much you think I pass? How much are you making every pass? 5,000 a pass. We go through wheels like crazy. I mean, like crazy. We'll have pieces where we'll have to size one for a row. 2 inches of granite, and they just have a granite because it's a little bit faster than it's on with these wheels. This grinder's been here 25 years. This thing also never stops. I mean, of course at night, but all day long this thing's running. The original owner, I agree. The original owner said, told my grandfather, don't buy it. Send it out. We ended up buying it. I didn't really pay attention to the magnetic chuck on it. That. And I mean, this thing just did the biggest stuff to us. Some of the big one. We don't do anything after that part. That's why we got that one.
They said these are used for bench centers. We got a T-slot in the center there.
It's been sitting in there for months. What we'll do is we'll finish it off, and this is our shipping area. We'll probably go through all of this in less than 2 weeks. Really? Yeah. When we call up? Yeah, when you call up, that's the finished ones that I've done in the lab. What happens is we were a little slower, which is very rare, or on a Saturday, what I'll do is I'll leave the 20 by 30.
All right, guys. That's the end of the tour here at Standridge. Mike was a great tour guide and really let us check out everything and explain everything in good detail. we all had a lot of fun. And he's throwing in some Standridge stickers, swag. So, and Rick done picked him up a Granite plate. I think they're going to load that up here. And we're going to head on back to Stands, and tomorrow is the bash. So see you there.